Welcome back to Let's Play Klonoa. Last time we finished up Visions 5.1 and 5.2, which was kind of a disaster. This time, we are going to be tackling Vision 6.1 and 6.2. Now, I actually practiced these worlds because after the last video, I decided that would be the best course of action because that took way too long. And these two levels, oh, thank you. You're very welcome. I'm happy to do anything I can to help. Klonoa, Hupo, please be careful and watch out for each other. We will, don't worry. That was the wrong voice. I'll be praying for your safety. Bye! Okay, as I was saying, unless Hupo has any more interjections. Hey, what's the matter, Hupo? Huh? Oh, it's nothing. I was just thinking. There has to be something that we can do. We have to stop Ghadius' plan for revenge. Hupo's definitely hiding something, if you ask me. Anyway, these two levels are actually pretty dang long, so that coupled with blind shenanigans, yeah, we're not gonna do that again. So I've actually practiced this level. Unfortunately, practice won't help because this level is actually kind of a pain in the butt, to be honest. It's not an easy level. So first up, you want to actually go left. You'll come over to this area, which I'm pretty sure is visible from the previous spot. Damage boosted back to the ledge, luckily. I'm not going to be worrying about health because, to put it bluntly, we don't have much to worry about. First, guy rescued. Prisoner, that's the word. Okay, so now they're armored, so that's gonna be a problem. We got two of these little bird things. Let's actually just do that first to clear that out. And I'm gonna take out this guy and use him to get back up. Now this crystal can be broken with the wind bullet, and that makes all corresponding pink statues disappear. That is important because now we can actually okay, I think we have to go through here now to get to the central hub of the area, I suppose you could call it. What was I gonna say? Also, another game to throw on the list from a couple episodes ago, Final Fantasy 3 / both 3s, actually. Final Fantasy 3 I think I played in 2011, and Final Fantasy, no, wait a minute. When did Portal come out? Because I remember playing Portal and Final Fantasy, like legit Final Fantasy 3 at the same time. So, whenever Portal came out, that's how long it's been. And also, this area looks like you should be able to do stuff, but you can't. We have to come back here later, but it's also not exactly backtracking either because it's actually part of the main path. So, this level feels a lot more confusing than it actually is, which is why I practiced it, because I did not want to get lost. I spent like a good half hour just getting lost, so I didn't want to repeat 5.1, 5.2, so... And this is actually a little bit tricky, or more like time-consuming, because it actually takes a long time as you're just waiting for platform cycles. Yeah, and also I forgot to mention, Final Fantasy 6.3, I played around 2012, because I remember it was actually when I got my wisdom teeth removed. And it was I basically got it as a gift, being like, oh hi, you can't do anything because your wisdom teeth were removed, I guess, just sit around and play games. And 6 and 9, oh actually 9 and 6 to be more chronological, are my favorites, followed by 10 and 4. Do not expect a Final Fantasy Let's Play anytime soon though, because those games are long. I just finished one 40-hour RPG, rounding up, so I'm not really ready to move on to another. Also, one weird thing we're gonna do in this video is actually have a jump cut at some point, because the last episode being, you know, 40 minutes, it took about 8 hours for it to actually load onto my other computer to edit, because I personally find Windows Movie Maker really difficult to use. So, in actuality, I always move the files over to my MacBook to actually edit them because I find iMovie slightly easier to use. But the problem was, the file was too big to load onto a flash drive because it was over 4 gigabytes. So what I had to actually do, as crazy as it sounds, is what I had to do is I basically loaded it into Google Drives, which a 4 gigabyte file into Google Drives, that takes a while, FYI. It took like a few hours to get it onto Google Drives, and it took several more hours to load it onto my MacBook because I was also watching a live stream at the same time. It didn't occur to me that maybe I should turn off the live stream in that case, but it eventually got done, so luckily I didn't have to re-render it or redo the levels. To be honest, I kind of wanted to redo the levels after that poor showing. Yeah, I'm not playing great, though I'm not too worried about that. Actually, this guy you want to throw up here, I think. Yes. And also, I think... Okay, this is a little bit confusing. I don't quite remember what to do here. Oh, that's right. You actually have to go back here and do that. And basically, you have an enemy you can use to reach that. So we are actually almost done with the level. It may not seem like it, but we actually are. We can use him to take out these guys. And this is actually looping back to the area we passed by when going after the blue gem. So again, you do not actually have to backtrack there. Actually, because this is closer to the start of the blue gem entrance, it's actually quicker to go out this way than to loop all the way back around. So let's just go this way. Here we go. Voila, back to the entrance. So all that's left is the yellow statue to destroy. Coming up here, I think this should take us, yes, out here. Green was the last one we took out. We don't need the health. I generally prefer to leave health pickups in case I really need them. Also, these platforms disappear, so make haste. Okay, hurry, 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 hurry. There we go. Yeah, see, screwed that up. Again, I should clarify about the gems that the only time you actually need to collect all the gems where it actually makes a difference for completion is an extra bonus level, which we will be showing. I just won't be showing the alternate ending because frankly I've never done that before. I don't think I've ever even played the bonus level. Actually, I'm trying to think. I mean, I've seen some footage of it, but I don't think I've actually ever played it myself. Also, you don't want to hit that platform before getting the prisoner, because you do not want to accidentally despawn that platform. If you jump on the platform right below me, and then immediately get the prisoner, that gives you an opportunity to land on this one and jump back. So that's how I usually do it. And the last crystal is actually down here, which is just a little bit precarious, but we managed. So what are we sitting at? Okay, we have all the prisoners, so that's a relief. Yeah, these areas are like deceptive in their layouts because they look like they're gonna be all complicated, but they're actually really simple. And I totally flipped that. This part is actually not easy to get all the gems for. And again, certain levels, if you really capitalize on these guys, you can actually get up to 100 or over 150, though that is incredibly rare. This is the wrong place, I think. Yeah, that's the exit to the blue area, so we actually have to go back out and re-enter through into the blue area. So that is one little tricky spot. Just to reiterate, that was the exit, so we have to actually go in through the entrance. I mean, to be fair, this would get us to the same place, but it's just a matter of saving time, saving frames, and saving prisoners. There we go. This is scarier than it looks, I'd say. Also, there's one part in 5.2 that I'm really not looking forward to. Oh, I never explained why I was doing with the other part. The reason why I was talking about file sizes is because I will actually be splitting this into 2 videos, but it'll be 1 video. So there is at some point going to be a spot where it looks like there could be a jump cut, because I'm basically like ending one segment of the video and beginning another. So there will be a spot where it looks like there's a jump cut. Don't worry, it wasn't like an audio problem. It is intentional just to keep the file sizes smaller than 4 gigabytes. It's gonna be part way through this next level. That's part of the reason why I need to actually clarify, because it's gonna actually be a little bit weird because the music will be slightly off. Potentially, like, I don't think I'd be able to sync it up perfectly with the music. So, with that aside, let's begin 6-2, the last regular level, actually. Prince Hupo! Prince Hupo! We've been waiting for you. I have terrible news. The kingdom has been taken over by a fiend named Ghadius. We kind of knew that already, sir. What did you say? And Klonoa's like, wait, Prince? We were careless. Who are you, actually? They have trapped the songstress the feast in the egg that resides below. And the inside of the egg has been filled with nightmare energy. Oh, Mother. Mother? 3? Yeah, too soon. If the egg should hatch, the consequences would be too terrible to imagine. I understand, Mother. You and the others should stay back. Hupo, dear. Klonoa. There's something I have to tell you. It's just, I'm actually the Prince of Crest, the Moon Kingdom. What? I was just disguised as a ring spirit. There was a reason that I had to go to the outside world. Why? I'm really sorry, but I can't tell you what that reason was yet. But I promise I'll explain everything later. Right now, I need you to trust me. Will you please help me for just a little bit longer? Just a little bit longer, please, Klonoa? Hupo. Of course I will. After all, we're best friends, aren't we? Even though we've known each other for like a couple days. Thank you, Klonoa. You don't know how much that means to me. Mother Hupo, it appears you found yourself a good friend. Oh, absolutely. Now, you should go and take shelter someplace safe with the others. Glide over to the platform. Hupo, we're counting on you. Do your best. I will. Bye. And thus the level truly begins. So, as we progress, one thing I really should point out is that this is by far the longest level in the game. I would say, would take about a good 20 minutes by itself. Plus you have a boss battle. So it is long. So again, necessitating splitting the video up a little bit, oddly. So this platform has a bunch of these little dealies that don't move, but look like they should move. So let's actually investigate. Do this door, and I almost KO'd myself. That would have been fantastic. Come on, grab, Klonoa, grab. There we go. Snap. Thanks. Thanks, no thanks. This part, well, frankly, we have 40 lives. On my practice one, I blew through so many lives during this one level, because this level is actually really frustrating. It's like legitimately frustrating. Not frustrating, because it's not really frustrating. The word I'm looking for is not challenging either. It's not even that challenging. It's just kind of... Oh, what am I trying to say? It's got a lot of really precise platforming sections to the point where it kind of feels like a difficulty spike. Like, it's never anything harder than what you'd find in an average, platformer. But it is noticeable for this game, the difficulty spike. Which is a little bit of a problem I do have with the game, is that there are difficulty spikes. To me, that is not a good thing. Especially because, like, the entire rest of the game has been really easy up to this point, and then all of a sudden the game decides to be really hard. Or mildly hard. For this game's standards, it's actually a considerable increase. Because they just throw a ton of stuff at you constantly. And like this part here, I don't even know how you're supposed to get through there without getting hit, actually. Because the amount of time you have to actually do this is like ridiculous. Plus hit detection is a little bit spotty, as you might be able to tell. Like, see, I don't know how you're supposed to do that without getting hit. Like, so I just always take a hit there because I don't have a clue how you're supposed to do that. And these boomerang guys will be your nemesis in this area. These guys are absolutely terrible, and in my opinion are the most frustrating enemies probably in the entire game, I would say. Which is actually saying a lot because, well, you know, even more than boss battles, I'd say. Here what you do is get up here, grab him, toss him into the switch. And yeah, hit detection also goes away during cutscenes, another little observation just now. That breaks the crystal, allowing us to progress through this lower path. Okay, as we progress, we get another checkpoint, and through this door, we actually get a bunch of switches. So here what you do is grab him, jump, hit switch, very fast, and this raises the first thingy on that platform earlier. Gate, I suppose is what I'll call it. And it opens up another passageway. In fact, this is not just a normal passageway, it's actually a slide. I would recommend not holding left, because you might accidentally run off the platform if you're not careful. I almost did on my practice run, actually. Also, you notice there were a bunch of these little gaps here, which pretty much tells you that we're gonna be doing this 3 more times. I feel like this last level is way overly elaborate for this game. It's not a terrible level, it's actually a really good level. It just feels a little bit overly complicated in this of all games. It's like an ow. Okay, that wasn't the game's fault, that was my fault entirely. But as I was saying, it just feels sometimes like the game goes overboard with the difficulty. And I totally fudged that up badly. And if you think this is mean, you should see the extra vision, as it's called. Again, I've never played it myself, so that's gonna be fun. But I have actually seen footage of it, specifically the PS1 version. It's the same level. This part here, it's like, feels like way harder than it should be for this game. But yeah, I don't find the difficulty spikes too bad. It's just kind of odd. Like, they're out of place in this particular game. Actually, take this guy out first. The reason being, you actually want to get the gems, and then you can actually safely get up. Because if you get to this platform, then you can't pick up the gems, and that's not good. There we go, made it up here. What time are we at? Almost 20 minutes, okay. Good to know. Got more boomerang jerks. So what you want to do here is trigger the platform and then do that. Wait for him to respawn and do the same. Like so. Oh shoot, I missed a gem. My bad. Also, but these guys jump before they actually throw the boomerang, because otherwise, oh shoot, I missed another egg up there too, so missed a lot of stuff here. Is this guy not respawning? Wow, that's actually, oh, I know what you're supposed to do here. It's kind of crazy though, if this is actually what you're supposed to do. Oh, there's actually a platform down here. That's reassuring. Here, there's this brute, but we can actually safely take him out by doing all this little finagling. And we get to a platforming section, which is actually pretty easy. You just have to time it right. Like here, you actually want to jump at the latest point and also make sure to trigger the platforms at a good time. Like here, I'm actually a little bit surprised I got that first try. So, at this point, well, we're kind of getting to the point where if I go too much longer in this segment, the video will get like really choppy. Not choppy, it'll be so large that it'll be really hard to load. And I also have to like do some weird finagling with it, so actually, oh, here's what we have to do. What you have to do here is hit this switch, grab him, hit that switch, and then hit this one. It's not too bad, it's just a little bit dicey because you're having to do so much maneuvering. And thus, we have another shortcut. So, this looks exactly the same as you can tell, so I'll meet you back in the main room. Back in the main room, I should point out that there was actually another gem here. I accidentally picked it up. But there we go. Got the heart, got the checkpoint, and thus we shall progress. This is more nerve-wracking than anything, if I may be completely honest. Because it's kind of a tight time window to actually get a good gem score there. I'm not sure if you can actually defeat that guy, to be perfectly honest. And if you can, I'm not sure how many gems you'd actually get for that. Oh snap. Oh snap. There we go. We made it first try. Haha. I'm not totally rubbish at this game, apparently. So you see that guy going back and forth in the background? Well, we kind of need his services to take out these little spiky dudes. Another one will show up in the same spot, and thus, I barely made that because he almost moved off screen. And also, we only have one more prisoner, just making a mental note to myself. Again, just to reiterate, the jump cut was more just for the sake of the video size and as a time saver. Because again, if the video had gone on any longer, it would have been difficult to actually work with. Hooray for limited file sizes on flash drives! One thing I never understood is why, like, you can have a flash drive that, you know, that's like, that has room basically for a huge file, like 16 gigabyte flash drive, but you can only load 4 gigabytes at a time. That never made sense to me, why it's so limited like that. Oh well, enough nitpicking about technology. There's a heart up there, if you so desire. What you're supposed to actually do, I think, is get onto that moving platform, and then drop the enemy onto the guy from the moving platform. I just sort of skipped a step, basically, because I got him on the ground. Simply put, this level just takes forever. And we haven't even gotten to the worst part yet. The part that took me forever off screen. And it's partly because of these boomerang punks. Up ahead, we have another checkpoint, which we will definitely need. We want to pick this guy up, for starters. And we have to navigate a bunch of platforms that are moving, and also boomerang guys. Again, jump early, that is my advice. Again, as soon as it's like halfway over it, jump. It sounds ridiculous, but it's actually not a terrible strategy. Because this level's hard. I mean, this section's hard if you don't time it right. I'm sure I'm jumping really early, but it's better to be early than really late, if you ask me, especially when it comes to getting pummeled by enemies. And this loops back to another very familiar looking hallway. What you do here is do this, hit that switch, wait for the enemies to come back, do the same on this side, and then hit the switch. I said hit this. Okay, do over. Actually, it'd probably be a better idea to wait for the enemies to respawn before hitting the switch. So I was just kind of rushing it a little bit too much. Oh, switch is in the background. Okay, that's the gimmick. I was like, why am I not hitting the switch? I'm perfectly lined up, but it's because the switch is actually in the background. See, I feel like a 3DS remake would actually be really good for this game because of the perspective stuff. Because, like, to me, that switch, I couldn't even tell that's in the background. It looks like it's totally in the foreground. Like size-wise, it's a little bit smaller, but it doesn't look that much different. So I feel like a greater depth of field would actually have been really nice for this game. In any case, we have another of these platforms, the last of the platforms. Of course, the green room platform just comes up here, so that's why I cut that out, because it's kind of the same song and dance over and over again. 2 out of 3 times isn't too bad. And up here, we have all of the things unlocked, and we have all of the prisoners of the game. Not just of the level, of the game. Because the last vision and the extra vision don't actually have prisoners, luckily. So we have basically collected everything. In terms of main collectibles, in terms of the prisoners, we could have gotten a lot more of the gems. But anyway, we now proceed to the final boss. Soon. Actually, not the final boss, sorry. The Nightmare Crystal Nahatum will soon be ready. But what is it about this one dream? What is it about this one dream? This strange dream that will be consumed by nightmares. It must be eliminated. I have to find it and destroy it. The creation of Nahatum must be perfect. So they've come for the Travelers of Dreams. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Why the long pan? I don't understand. I must say, I'm surprised. I never would have thought that you'd make it all the way here. That's enough, Ghadius. Well, I'm afraid you're just a little too late. Why are you doing this? Why? I've run out of patience with this pathetic world that rejects nightmares and relies only on happy dreams. I should think that would be more than reason enough. How can you be so selfish? If Nahatum is brought back, you will be destroyed along with everything else. I don't care. The world has already rejected me. Now it is simply my turn to reject the world. Sounds like he just needs a hug. There's no way that we're gonna let you do this. As you wish, I will show you the error of your ways. Yes? Oh. Okay. Here we go. So we're basically in the Nightmare Realm. This boss is actually a lot easier than you'd expect. Sorry to say. These green orbs warp you to a really tough spot, so do not touch them. What you do is grab the enemy and toss them. That's all you have to do. I took a hit on purpose just to get to the enemy faster, and that one actually got hit by the egg, so that was unfortunate. So he's taking enough damage to basically wig out, I suppose. I don't know what that actually does, except switch phases. So now he has a new attack of sorts involving eggs. Looks like half eggshells, if I may be honest. So grab the enemies from half eggshells and just chuck them at him. This is really easy, actually. I don't know why, but compared to the entirety of the last level, Ghadius is kind of an anticlimactic boss. He's pretty easy to defeat, compared to even Joker, I'd say. We've done enough damage actually to go to his third phase already. Also, shaking the Wiimote does like a special attack. I never showed that off, and I always forgot to show that off every time. So yeah, special attack. So what you have to do with this phase is hit the little green spots. Like that. And now we'll release all the enemies from the little triangle. come on. I totally whiffed that phase, by the way, but that doesn't really matter in the long run. Oh, snap. Missed. And then he'll just... Where he points is where he sends it down. But a lot of times he won't send it down all the way. So you actually have to sort of plan ahead a little bit. For example, like that one I lined up actually really well. Oh shoot, tossed in the wrong direction. There we go, got one hit in at least. Not totally wasted cycle. Okay, so... you have to be really on your toes for this part, actually. So yeah, this part is actually a little bit challenging. This is the hardest part of the fight easily, but we still did it in two cycle, essentially. Well, technically 3 cycle, except I totally whiffed the first cycle. So, with that, Ghadius has been defeated. Klonoa. Hupo. What? Oh, all the peeps from the past several levels. Balu, the chiefess, the king, and what's his name? Blasted, I wanted to be the one to get rid of that guy. Wonderful, I just knew you two would be able to do it. With this piece ready to turn. Very good indeed. You did it! Not less profound. Noah, Hupo. I'm glad you're both unharmed. Mother, we did it. We defeated him. I guess this means it's finally over, isn't it? I wouldn't be so sure. I already have more than enough nightmare energy. I'm just a hat now. The body of the songstress of Feast will be taken over and Nahatum will at last be brought to life. All the world's dreams pass through a prism and become the building blocks that give form to the world of Phantomile. As long as the power of dreaming exists, no one will ever be able to stop Nahatum. We're not gonna let you get away with this, Ghadius. You still have the power to stop you. The strange dream. Well, that dream can and will be eliminated by Nahatum. Oh, just stop talking. Hear me, strange dream. This world is coming to an end. And the perfect nightmare is about to begin. Yeah, keep telling yourself that. Bye. See ya. Okay, so this is actually pretty serious. The egg is finally hatching, and it is... Do we actually get... Oh, we actually do get to see him in this chapter. It can't be. Nahatum has been brought back to life. Ghadius. I never thought he'd go so far as to give it his own nightmares. Don't give up hope, there's still a chance. A chance? The power passed down by our ancestors to be used if something like this should ever happen. Now we must combine the power of our 5 kingdoms. Can I count on all of you here to lend a hand? Absolutely, right everybody? Sure. Thank you, everyone. Now let's hurry to the top of the tower. Pamela, take us to the top. Yes, sire. But how are we gonna get to the top of the tower? Come on, you have to go help too, Hupo. Oh, now listen. You have to know this. Nahatum is mainly going to be targeting you up there. Huh? The strange dream that Ghadius was talking about. He was talking about you, Klonoa. What do you mean? I don't have time to explain it all to you right now. We have to get to the top. Carol, please take us up. Just leave it to me. Whee! And end of chapter. So, that Vision 6-2 is now complete. We have rescued all the prisoners, and we have actually completed all of the main levels. All that remains is the final boss, and also a bonus stage, which we will be taking on next time. Thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for the finale of Klonoa.